My name is Brad Clements. I'm the Chief Networking Officer of Miri Vita, and my co-host on here is Dr. Stuart Hoover. He's the president of Miri Vita. And actually, Dr. Stuart Hoover was one of the very first people whenever he and I got together for a lot of the 99% of the stuff that you're going to see and hear. I mean, basically came from 20 years of experience, not only in the networking field, but 20-plus years experience in the wellness field. And Dr. Hoover's really had a phenomenal career in that. So I'll get cranked up, guys. First off, welcome to the Miri Vita webinar. This is going to be recorded, so you guys will be able to see this over and over and over again. And it's going to, tonight it's going to be a lot of fun because you're going to hear a lot about our company. You're going to hear a lot about exactly what we do, how we do it, why this is an exciting opportunity for a lot of people in America today, and why, being right here in the beginning is going to be a lot of fun. You guys are going to see this company go from, just a startup phase where we're at right now to an explosive multi-million-dollar company, and you get to benefit from that. So let me introduce my guest today, and then he's going to tell you a little bit about our company. He's going to tell you a little bit about himself, and he's going to actually explain to you why what we have is so unique, and our system is so unique, and it actually works. And we've got history to prove this. So Dr. Stuart Hoover, I've known Dr. Stuart Hoover now for about a year and a half. I met him a while back. And he actually went to a seminar that I was at, and I listened to him speak. And right then I knew that this guy had really the pulse of where fitness and where wellness is going. As our medical system continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger and more confusing, he brought a little bit of simplicity to my life. And so listening to him and understanding. So whenever we decided to put together our own company, that was the first person I went to, was Dr. Stuart Hoover. So this partnership is gonna go on for years and years and years, and you guys are gonna love what you're about to hear. So here's the guy I want to introduce. That's got 20-plus years. He's worked with a lot of professional athletes. He's got his own international radio show. He's got hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people that follow him every single week, and he's got a very, very successful practice here in Springfield, Missouri. And so let me introduce our president and the gentleman that's behind our product, Dr. Stuart Hoover. Stuart, go ahead and take it.
Well, Brad, I certainly appreciate that great welcome tonight. And folks, we certainly appreciate you taking the time this evening to join us here on one of our first Miri Vita webinars. And as Brad mentioned, we have been working diligently lately to get Miri Vita up and going. We're very close to making this a reality for all of us. So again, we greatly appreciate your time. As Brad mentioned, I'm the president of Miri Vita and co-founder along with Brad, and we have a collective group of people that are working together, other co-partners that, really all have the same passion for wellness and spreading the message of wellness out there. So I really think we're about to embark on a wonderful journey to really help impact lives. We're anticipating impacting tens of thousands of lives very quickly around the United States to basically bring about wellness and, in general, just a better life for folks. And I think that's something that we are all striving for. And as Brad mentioned, one of the things that you probably want to look at when you're looking to choose a company is experience. Many of you know Brad, have worked with Brad for a number of years. Myself, I have over 20 years experience in functional wellness and product formulation. Product formulation has been a real passion of mine over the years, and I realize people depend on products out there, and it's always been my quest to keep ahead of the curve, to provide the best possible products available that are going to provide the best foundation and quality, and is certainly cost-effective out there. We have over 100 years combined successful business experience with our founders at Miri Vita in various aspects of business. Kind of an interesting group as you get to know us over time, but we basically have every corner of the business world covered, and many years of business, successful business that we're bringing into Miri Vita. Again, with working with Brad, we have over 30 years experience in the direct sales industry. I think we have certainly one of the best out there with Brad on our team, and I've just been able to watch him in motion, and it's pretty amazing to see how he can help get people started, get people up, get people going, and support them. And, an exciting part of our company is we're going to be working with professionals around the country to help support our distributors as they become on board with Miri Vita, our customers, our affiliates out there, which is a little bit unique. We'll talk about that here in a minute, and I don't think anybody out there has really developed a professional network to really support a program and product. But I want to start just for a minute and talk a little about the state of health in America. And this is a question I ask all the clients when they come into my clinic. Something I want you to think about tonight is, why are we the sickest and most overweight country in the world? As Brad mentioned, we have a growing medical system out there. It's actually the largest medical system in the world, very advanced medical system. Yet when you look at what's being treated today, preventable disease makes up approximately 80% of the burden of illness, and 90% of all health care costs today are associated with preventable illness. Preventable illnesses account for 8 of the 9 leading categories of death today. So, I always like to kind of step back and look at statistics, look at what's going on, and, knowing these statistics, it only makes sense that we have to start putting more of our energy towards prevention. A lack of nutrition in our foods today, and most of this is due to the manufacturing and processing of foods, that what we're buying in grocery stores is providing little to no nutritional benefit to our body. We're spending billions of dollars every year on diets, dietary supplements, exercise programs that are providing no sustained results. We just keep seeing this country get sicker and more overweight. So there's really no one-size-fits-all fix. What we have to do is become more educated in prevention. Functional health, which as you get to know me, we'll talk a lot about functional health and take a more proactive approach versus being reactive and waiting for things to happen. Now, this is really kind of sums up what Miri Vita's approach is to functional wellness. It's really restoring your body's natural energy rhythm. And again, this is an illustration I use with all my clients when they come in the clinic. It's very simple, and something I want you to think about as you're looking at this chart. Do you wake up every morning at 6 or 7 o'clock feeling rested, revived, with plenty of energy? You're not having to crawl to the coffee pot, and your energy is solid all day long until about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and then we should go to sleep very easily. We should shut down around 9 or 10, and we should sleep 8 to 9 uninterrupted hours every night. So folks, basically waking up at 6 or 7 in the morning, good solid energy all day long, going to sleep at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, sleeping for 8 to 9 hours. That is what we call an optimal energy rhythm. And if that's not you, folks, there's things going on in your body functionally that are out of balance, and this is not going to allow your body to run efficiently. It's not going to allow your body to obtain or maintain proper health throughout your life. So that's really a large part of our focus, and how we are going to address this is taking a very simple and effective approach to wellness. First, using products that help support that natural energy rhythm. Taking a sensible, balanced lifestyle and nutritional plan and putting it to work. Using these products and programs, which I've developed in my clinic over the years. As Brad mentioned, I have worked with thousands of clients around the country, helping them improve their health naturally. So this is not a concept. This is something that really has been in the making for years and years. All of this is designed to bring about optimal wellness. Now I want to talk about fulvic for a minute. Many of you have maybe never heard of fulvic before. It's not folic acid, it's fulvic. And we really consider fulvic the spark of life. When our food sources lack nutrition, as much as our nutrition today does, despite our best efforts to eat a balanced diet, our bodies become very acidic. And when we become acidic, we lose voltage in our body. Our body is biochemical, it's also bioelectrical. And we begin to lose this charge difference between the inside and outside of our cells. This is known as the cellular membrane electrical potential, or what we call zeta potential. So you can almost think of it like a battery that starts losing its charge slowly. Now, fulvic has been called the spark of life because in nature, fulvic is tasked with providing energetic support to our cells by donating or accepting electrical charges that help to restore and revitalize our cell membrane. So in the center picture, if you can imagine a cell, the whole outer membrane is charged with energy, and that's what helps move nutrients in and out of the cell. Now, fulvic, which is considered nature's miracle molecule and is the power within the products that we've developed here at Miri Vita. This is really the centerpiece of our products. It's the most active of humic molecules, and this is produced in soils by beneficial microbes over the years. Humic and fulvic make it possible for plants and humans to receive all the nutrition, especially minerals and vitamins, needed to be healthy and thrive. So in nature, humic and fulvic naturally carry in their structures all of the organic vitamins, 74 organic ionic trace minerals, and this is really, folks, everything we need. When I stepped back, years ago when we started looking at developing these products, I really just kind of got burnt out on all the products that we were using in our clinic, and in our industries just become really just a natural pharmacy out there. There's just hundreds of thousands of products now that people are taking, and I really wanted to just look at what is it exactly that we need as far as supplemental support, and really it's pretty simple. It's about 10 vitamins, vitamin A, B vitamins, vitamin C, D, and E, and 74 trace elements. And folks, these should be coming in the plant. So if we're eating the plants that are rich with the fulvic, all these nutrients have been carried into the plant, up through the soil and roots, and they're delivered directly into the plant cells. So when we consume those plants, we're consuming all of that nutrition along with the fulvic that opens our cell membranes and allows nutrients to enter, as well as allowing waste to be removed from our cells. So when our cells function better, folks, we function better, and really that's the difference that you can truly feel when you use our product. Now this illustration will give you kind of an inside look of the body, and if you can imagine just for a minute, the body is made up of trillions of cells that make up all of the organs and systems in our body. So we're basically cells and fluid, okay? So around the cell, we have this fluid environment that we call biological terrain. Think of that like our inner soil. Now, when we take fulvic into the body, it immediately charges the cell membrane. Now, this improves nutrient delivery into the cell so the cell can produce energy. Now, after energy is produced, metabolic waste is produced, and that metabolic waste needs to be transported out of the cell. So if the cell membrane loses its charge, we can't get nutrients in, and it's very difficult to get metabolic waste out. So basically, the cell becomes toxic from the inside, and this is just like a slow cellular death over time, and kind of like that battery, the cell begins to lose its charge. So healthy, thriving cells equal a healthy, thriving body. Again, our cells make up all the tissues and organs, so it only makes sense if we can improve cellular health, everything else comes along. Now, our core product is called our Miri Vita Daily, and this is a wellness formula that's not like your ordinary multivitamin or mineral support. We have over 300 of the Earth's finest nutritional ingredients that include all of the organic vitamins I just talked about, the 74 organic minerals, as well as amino acids, phytonutrients, all coming from a whole food form. This is a 100% organic product. There's no preservatives in it. We've added additional support into this product to help with the digestive system. Over 3/4 of our immune system are in the digestive system. It supports our cardiovascular system, our liver, which next to the heart is the most important system in our body. Everything's processed through the liver. Plenty of antioxidants, which is really the anti-aging portion of our product to help really slow down and maintain that aging process. Helps to support inflammation in our joints, vision, youth generation, all packed in one simple product that you literally take an ounce per day to supply this nutrition. So there's no more taking multiple products. We've covered that. And Brad, I don't know if I had a chance in the office today, but I had a young lady that came in, and she gave me a list of products she was using, and I counted up the products. It was over 32 products this young lady was taking every single day. And folks, I see this day in and day out, and what's happening is we're causing just a toxic overload of all these vitamins that we're putting in our body. They may be good things, but it's just too much, and I've seen this blow up over the years. So this is our Miri Vita Daily product, which is really our centerpiece. Second, we have our Miri Vita Slim Plus, and if you're one of the millions of people out there that have been struggling to manage weight, this is a product that we've developed to really help move things along a little bit quicker. It works in conjunction with our daily product. It truly is an amazing all-natural product that supports a balanced metabolism. It doesn't stimulate the metabolism. It actually helps to balance the metabolism. And the plus that is in our Slim Plus really means improved energy, because it does help the body regulate blood sugar. This is something I've seen with thousands of clients I've worked with, where they're just in what I call a dysglycemic state. So we really designed this product to help regulate blood sugar. Our Slim Plus contains natural metabolic supporting nutrients like a full vitamin B complement, and these are methylated Bs, which means that they're like pre-digested B vitamins to ensure improved absorption. This really helps with our energy. Many people have heard about raspberry ketones out there. Raspberry ketones naturally help improve a hormone called adiponectin, which is naturally produced in the body that helps the body access fat reserves. Green tea extract, L-carnitine, these all help the body's natural ability to burn fat. And a little thing about raspberry ketones, a lot of times people will come into the clinic with a bottle they picked up at one of the big box stores out there. And most of these ketones you're seeing on the market today are synthetic. In 1 ounce of our Miri Vita Slim Plus, it takes 90 pounds of raspberries to produce the ketones. So it's, again, 100% organic product. We spared no expense in putting this product together. We've added some iodine support for the endocrine system, chromium, vitamin C. These all help support the adrenal glands, which are critical in helping us maintain that natural energy rhythm we talked about earlier. Plus our fulvic, which is designed to really enhance the absorption of this product. So again, everything has the base of fulvic in it to help ensure the proper absorption. So there's really no hype behind our Miri Vita Slim Plus product. We're really letting the stories that are coming about tell about the results of this product. It truly is a remarkable product. And our last product is our Miri Vita Recharge. Again, a big issue I see in the clinic are sleep disorders out there. An estimated 50 to 70 million U.S. adults have a sleep or wakefulness disorder. You may be one of them. Again, talking about getting that 8 to 9 hours of sleep per night, folks, it's critical for improving our health. So we developed a product to really help begin to start, ensuring that you put your body into that natural rhythm, getting that good restful night's sleep. And that's what our Miri Vita Recharge does. It helps to reset that natural sleep pattern. Again, 100% all natural ingredients to help reduce the day's stressors, helps to get that mind kind of settled down at night. Many times we're tired, but we just can't shut the mind off. It helps you fall asleep faster, brings about a more restful sleep at night. You'll wake up more energized in the morning with that charge and vigor. And again, getting 8 to 9 hours of productive sleep, folks, is essential to your overall health and wellness. So again, we've developed these products to really support that natural energy rhythm, and that's as simple as it is. Those are the 3 products that we're going to be offering with Miri Vita. Now, the products are one thing, but really the key to any wellness program has to be your lifestyle. And again, I know many people probably on this call have tried different diets over the past. I can tell you there is no diet that works. And I mean, when I say that, it won't provide the sustained results. Diet means something you start and stop. And if there was a diet that worked out there, we wouldn't have an obesity epidemic today. So we've developed what we call our TC365 program, and this stands for Take Charge 365. I'm not big on 30-day challenges, 60, 90-day challenges, because to me it's something people are going to do for a short period of time and stop. And really the foundation of our health comes about from healthy lifestyle practices, which includes healthy nutrition, moderate exercise, improved sleep, hydration, and again, working with thousands of people in the clinic. This is an approach that we've taken year after year, a sensible, balanced approach to help get people on track. And the core values of our TC365 plan, we use PLAN as an acronym. P stands for being proactive. We've got to stop, being reactive and waiting for things to happen. The L is for thinking long term. We didn't become unwell overnight. We didn't put those extra 10, 20, 30 pounds on overnight, folks. It takes a little bit of time to reverse things, so we got to get out of this quick fix mentality. The A stands for setting achievable goals. Don't set the bar so high that you just fail right out of the gate. And the N is my favorite, which is no excuses. There should never be an excuse standing in the way for preserving our most precious asset, and that is our health. So our TC365 program, which is going to be provided to everybody, is this a sound, sensible nutritional program that will teach people more about how they should be eating for their specific needs. Now, a lot of how we determine what a person's nutritional needs are or their caloric intake is really looking at body composition. And one of the things I encourage you to do, I tell my clients this every day, is throw the scales away. We have got to stop chasing numbers on the scale. We've got to get away from this, trying to get to this magic number in our head, and understand that it's really on the inside what counts, and it's really understanding body composition. And you can see in these illustrations I have here, the gentleman to the left has a body composition or a body fat percentage of 35%. The gentleman right next to him has a body fat percentage of 8%. And they could actually be very close in weight, because fat is a lot lighter than muscle. Muscle's heavier, takes up a lot less space. So we can't go by the scale. That's not really giving us the exact breakdown of what's going on. So, I like to use a term, are you over fat versus being overweight? Because believe it or not, I'll even see people that come in my clinic that their height to weight ratio is okay, their BMI, but actually internally, because of dieting and these extreme things they've done, they've lost a lot of muscle, and they're actually carrying more fat. And we call those folks skinny fats, and that's a phenomenon that we do see out there. So obesity in America is now adding an astounding $190 billion to our annual national health care price tag, folks, and this doesn't seem to be going down. It's continuing to go up. So again, this falls into a large part of these preventable diseases. This is an MRI that was done of two people. I thought this was kind of interesting to take you inside again to kind of show you two individuals that are the same height, but you can see all of this white material, which is body fat in the body. Now, we have three types of body fat. We have our structural fat, which fills the gaps between various organs here, acts as a protector and insulator to organs. We have our normal reserve fat, which is along the outside of the body here, inside of the legs. And this is where our body relies upon extra fuel sources in times of need. And then we have our abnormal fat, which you'll see in the illustration here to the left. So you'll see how these reserve areas begin to fill up. And the worst fat is what develops in the midsection, all this visceral fat. And this is what starts collecting around organs. So again, you've got to understand that's the inside of the body that counts. So this gives you a little bit of an illustration of why understanding the difference between how much body fat you have in lean muscle tissue is so important. We're excited that we're going to be working with professionals around the country to help provide what we call our BIA, body composition analysis. And to me, this is the most important tool that I have in my clinic when working with clients. It's a very simple assessment that really gives you that inside-out look, literally takes minutes. And what we do with our BIA testing is we calculate your body fat percentage. That's illustrated with this gold line here. So we can get a baseline and then over time begin to show you as you change your nutrition. Also as you're utilizing the products, exercising, hydrating, how the body begins to change. So you want to start seeing a reduction in this body fat. We also calculate your lean muscle mass, which should begin to go up. So we want to see body fat going down, lean muscle mass going up. We also calculate your basal metabolic rate, which tells you exactly how many calories your body needs at rest. And this is something, folks, everybody should know. Exactly how many calories the body needs at rest. Then we can figure in what your daily energy expenditure needs are based on your physical activity. So it really takes the guessing out of, what should I be eating, what should I be eating, and it really helps to dial in what's the precise nutrition program for you to be on. And folks, I can tell you, I have watched this with thousands of people, help get them back on track. We also take a very interesting reading called phase angle, which simply gives us a nutshell look at cellular health and vitality. And this is something that we want to eventually begin to see going up. It just simply tells us that the body cells are becoming more charged. They're becoming more functional. And as these cells become more charged, phase angle goes up, the body begins to repair and heal itself. And folks, this test I have seen really helps to keep people on track. It's very engaging, very simple, very cost-effective. Whether you do something like this with one of our pros that we're going to be working with around the country, or if you're just thinking about a weight management program, I highly encourage you to get a body composition assessment done at your personal trainer's gym or wherever. It's a very useful piece of information. Again, we're going to be working with professionals around the country that are going to be providing BIA assessments. The company that's providing the tool to us already has a vast network of professionals set up around the country that we're going to be working with too. And folks, I can tell you this is just a priceless tool to help keep you on track. So with that, that concludes this portion of my part of the presentation today, as we went over a little bit of the products and services that we're going to be offering. And again, I greatly appreciate you joining us here tonight, and I'm going to turn it over here to Brad in a minute. But folks, I can tell you the most important thing here is really do this for you. This is about really engaging and starting your health journey. That's the most important piece of Miri Vita out there, is really helping to engage people and improving their health. So, Brad, I've kind of opened the mic back up for you, and I'll turn that over to you.
That's great, Stuart. I tell you, I love the couple of new added slides that you put in there, because, one of the things that you said, it's all about you. And, it's kind of funny how all of this came about. And, we have 3 products. Okay, we have your daily wellness, which is your first base. We have your slim, which is second base. You have the recharge, which that's third base. And here we are right in the middle of baseball season. So now we're getting ready to hit a home run. And I kind of look at our business, and I look at our model, and you guys can tell I've been talking an awful lot over the last couple of weeks and months. But I look at what we've done, and there's a couple of things in the industry that's really, really glaring. And like you said, I've got 20 years of experience in the industry. But there was a few things that were really glaring as I was looking across the landscape, and one of them was kind of what you were talking about. There's no perfect pill. There's no miracle product. There's no miracle anything. And after I left the office with you guys today, and I was on my way home, I got a call from a friend of mine, and her name's Nancy, and she works at a supplement box store. And so she said, hey, I've got your bottle here. I'm staring at it. I'm looking at the ingredients. Can you come in and talk to me? And I said, absolutely. So, I walk into this supplement store, and it's just massive. And, and I'm looking around, and she goes, kind of overwhelming, isn't it? And I said, it is overwhelming. Now that you bring it up, Nancy, it's really, really overwhelming. And she said, it's really sad, Brad. I said, what's that? Here she is in Health Central, and she said if there was one of these on every corner, it wouldn't change anything. If there's one of these big stores on every corner in America today, that wouldn't change anything. And so I said, well, it's kind of funny because, Dr. and I talked about in the very beginning of being the anti-supplement company, because, people would walk in and they'd say, I need this for my eyes, I need this for my ears, I need this for my leg, and my right knee takes this pill, and my left knee takes this pill. And it's really become a tackle box approach, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday tackle box approach to nutrition whenever you have simplified it so much. And so in taking your lead on that, we just wanted to make a very simple program and turn this into a very simple opportunity for a lot of people across the United States. And like I said, having been where we've been, and and looking at the direct sales industry, customer retention is number one. I mean, that's what you're really after. You're after a big customer base, just like any other type of business in America today. So taking the direct sales approach to this, there's a couple of things that we do that nobody else has ever done. And so whenever you look at our business model of what we've put together, there's a couple of highlights, guys, that I want to touch upon tonight. And the first is this Miri Vita Pro Network. Never before in the industry have I ever seen, or and I've searched, have you ever seen a merger of traditional practitioners like yourself, Stuart, in a big network across the United States to help support a field of customers and representatives for companies. It's never been done before. And so whenever you have a customer in let's say, Cheyenne, Wyoming, and this customer is all excited about going out and changing their lives, as we expand, we'll have a pro in Cheyenne, Wyoming, or Des Moines, Iowa, or, Kansas City will have a few there. We've got a few here in Springfield. And so you can actually plug in, and instead of you having to hand walk all of your customers, and all your clients or whatever term you want to call them, instead of you having to hand walk them, we're going to have an actual network of pros, and we are, like you said, we've already got a good jump start on it, to help you with your client base. Now, that's never been done. With a couple things that's going to do, that's going to build massive retention, which means massive, residual income, true residual income, to where people have taken on a lifestyle. The second thing that's never really been done in the industry, as far as I can tell, is really incentivizing a healthy lifestyle. Like I said, there's a lot of great companies out there, and you and I both agree on it. But, they all talk about a lifestyle, and they're all talking about the six-pack abs and all that. But what we want to talk about is not just, going out there and recruiting a whole bunch of people and becoming super wealthy, which is a neat thing. We want to talk about working on you. And what I found over the years is if you work on you, we're going to incentivize you for your hard work. Not only are we going to do it financially, but we've got an incentive program in place. So whenever you come on board and you have a little bit of success, we're immediately going to start rewarding you with things that actually enhance your lifestyle, not just financially. You come on board, you have a little bit of success with our company, and you get a few customers, and you start building a true business where you've got different divisions of people out there just building across the country. We're going to reward you. We're going to immediately send you a fitness band, something that you can monitor your daily activity with, and you can monitor your heart rate, you can your caloric burn, you can monitor, your sleep patterns. We're going to incentivize you with stuff that helps you out as you build your team up a little bigger. Guess what? You build your team up a little bigger, and the next thing it's going to be hiking shoes or running shoes or golf gear or kayaks or mountain bikes, things to really keep you outside. Nobody's ever done that. Not that I know of. I mean, we're not going to loan you a bike for the weekend. We're going to make sure you're going to do that. The next thing is we're forming groups all across the nation. Okay, and there's people that are on this call right now. We've already formed, and we're not even launched yet. We've already formed organizations all across the country that are hiking groups, golfing teams, running groups. We've got people up in St. Louis that have a massive following of running groups, all behind the Miri Vita brand. And so as we go out and sponsor events and as we go out and become more publicly known, and these groups, we're going to band people together via the web, via smartphones. We're going to band people together to help support each other. And then when it comes to the compensation plan, guys, we're going to pay for results, and we're going to do it as one big team. And what I mean by that is whenever somebody comes on board, you're going to make we pay out one of the richest pay plans on the product side of it. That's what's really exciting. Okay, the product side of it, we pay out an awful lot of money on that. So whenever somebody comes out and just picks up a bottle of the Miri Vita from you, you're going to make an awful lot of money. So you're going to want to go out and build a big customer base and a lifestyle base and a group that you can form around. But as you find other people, and what's happened to me and what's happened to people like Linda coming out in California is whenever you start improving yourself and people start recognizing that you're a magnet, you draw people to you. And then they say, what in the world are you doing? And they say, well, I've started a Miri Vita business. Well, what's that? Well, it's a company that's formed out of Springfield, Missouri, and they really focus on lifestyle, and they've got a CC365 plan, and everything. And I just I want to do that. Whenever you bring on somebody that wants to go out there and either be an affiliate, but if they want to become a customer rep for our company, guess what? We're going to pay you anywhere between $80 and $120, plus you're going to earn money on every unit or every bottle that ever leaves your hands. So you could go out and build, a massive amount of people all across the nation, all with the same mind frame of, working on yourself first, taking charge of your life. So we're really excited about this part of it, and the timing of it couldn't be better with the economy, with the with everything that's happening in the medical field right now and the insurance field. Everybody is really wanting to take charge of their life. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys real quick, because this is really near and dear to my heart. Okay, is that everybody always asks me, why do you want to own a company? Why do you want to own a company? I've had top earners from other companies. I've had people from the medical field call me up and say, why do you want to own a company? Why don't you go rep for another company? And and go out there and do it again and get top of the company, and you can do all that other stuff and have all this freedom. You don't have any of the stress of ownership and all that other stuff. I hear that a lot. Okay, I hear that a lot. So let me tell you why. Back in 1995, I was a 28-year-old kid. In 1995, I was a 28-year-old kid restaurant manager, and I had no control over my life. Zero. No control. I was working 80 to 100 hours a week and never came home for the weekends. I watched kids grow up in pictures. Zero control. And then I got into the direct sales field. And guys, I was horrible at it, just totally horrible at it. But after a period of 2 or 3 years, I controlled every aspect of my life. I was a control freak, but not of the other people's lives, of my own. I woke up, and I went on vacations whenever I wanted to. I controlled how much I made that month. If I wanted to go out and make more, I had total control. And as I worked my way up through that company, and that company was a $1.4 billion company, whenever I came on board, there was already 1 million people doing it. Okay? 1 million people. I was like 1,000,001. And so I came on board, but I started gaining control. And I turned into somebody that I've always wanted to be. I turned into that person. I turned into that leader. I wanted to go out there and help other people. And then as that company sold, I went on to the next company, and I started working at that company really, really hard. But I found myself becoming a follower, and I wasn't leading anymore. And I started losing control of my life. And companies would sell, and I'm like, hey, I don't have any control over that. It scares me to death with all the layoffs and everything. And we've got friends that are losing homes, and companies are selling, and the owners are just basically taking the easy out, which is fine. But fine for them. But I had no control. I had lost total control of my life. Not only had I lost total financial control and daily time control, but I lost my health, my control over my health, because I wasn't surrounded by the right people. And so whenever this opportunity came up, now put yourself in my shoes. So here we are offering you guys an opportunity today to start taking control, not only of your financial life, which we're gonna blow that out of the water, but we're going to offer you a chance to take control of your physical life. And let me tell you this, whenever your physical life and your financial life are in order, everything else is gravy. Whenever your financial life, whenever you wake up on Monday morning and you don't have to worry about what's in the checking account, and you don't have to worry about, am I going to have a heart attack today, or you don't have to worry about, hey, my clothes don't fit anymore, or these pants are too. Whenever you have zero worries, financially or health-wise, on Monday morning, you're in control. And we've lost control in America as a company, as a country. We've lost control. Our people have lost control of themselves. We've lost control of our kids. We've lost control of a lot of things. Now, not everybody on this call has lost control, but as a country as a whole, we're the biggest, most out of shape, out of control country in the world. But we're the greatest country in the world, by far the greatest country in the world. You can move here from another country, not even speak English, live here 3 years, and become a multimillionaire. No other country can you do that in. We're the greatest country, but us as a people, it's time to take control. And you don't take control by going out and controlling somebody else's life. You take control of your country, you take control of your family by starting right with yourself. You start controlling your time. Guys, I tell you what, it's amazing. People will show up Monday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning at their job. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But just understand, you're not in control. And you're going to go to lunch at a specific time, okay? You're not in control. And you're going to miss your kids' ball games because you've got something extra, an extra project to do at work. You're not in control. We're here to show you how to take control. Dr. Hoover is going to show you guys the best way I've ever seen of taking control of your health. Okay? Preventative, taking control of your health. We're going to be a wellness company, not a sick company. We're going to be a company that's not built in hotel rooms. It's going to be built on the trail. It's going to be built in the mountains. It's going to be built on the beach. It's going to be built talking to your friends over dinner. Okay? We're going to show you how to take control. I'm going to show you how to take control and go out and build a massive, massive customer group. That's what we do. We know what we're good at. And so we're asking you to join us in this journey. Let me give you a little bit of a time frame. This is going to be recorded, so the time frame is, but in the next few weeks, we're going to be we're going to start our first shipment. So if you want to be in the front part of the roller coaster, whenever this thing comes out, and that's where everybody wants to be, guys. Go to Disney World. Where's the longest line? Front car. If you want to be in the front car of the roller coaster with this total movement of taking charge and taking control of your life and getting back what's yours, okay, what you were born with, just get with whoever invited you on the webinar and sit down. We'll show you that we're going to pay out an awful lot of money. Okay, we're going to show you, we're going to walk you through every step and change your entire health portfolio of your family. We're going to show you how to do that. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to say, take this, rub this on your head, put this in between your toes, and you're going to be great. We're going to show you every step of the way, and we're going to incentivize you to do it. Nobody's done that. We're going to partner you up with pros in all your towns. Nobody's ever done that. So it's a first. And for most of you guys that are on this call today or tonight, it's going to be a first. And it's going to be the biggest first step you've ever taken. So, Stuart, I appreciate you having me on here. I appreciate you being on here with me. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful partnership over the next 20, 30 years. And this is something we're going to turn over to our families and we're going to be very, very proud of. And I'm just proud to be a part of it. We've got a phenomenal, phenomenal team, like you said. And guys, you can go to gomiravita.com right now. Gomiravita.com right now. You can register. You can check out all the ingredients of the product. And our Miri Vita website should be live here very shortly. Doing a few little tweaks on it before we get going. And you guys, November is going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal rollout month. You guys are going to love what you see. You're going to love what you hear. And Stuart, I appreciate you having me on here. Appreciate being on here. And you guys have a great night.